Haram!
हेलो 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 आवाज आ रही है भाइयों? आवाज? हेलो हेलो हेलो, माइक चेक माइक चेक। इज माय वॉइस ऑडिबल? हाय पांडे भाई। यस यस यस। We have a lot to cover. We have a lot to cover. JD123, सागर कुमार, शेयर कर दो भाई, शेयर कर दो। भाई नची भाई को बुलाओ। नची भाई लेट मी सी। आई थिंक ही वुड बी एबल टू ज्वाइन। हाय कुशल लंगोले भाई, हाय। हाय हेलो हाय guys, this is the English channel. Like here we'll be covering all the insights and each and every of the global manosphere news. I'm good. I'm good, JD bhai. Thanks for asking, bhai. Sagar Kumar is saying, even though there are multiple ways of contraception, teen pregnancy is increasing by 20%. Any opinion? I would say the elders, especially the ones who knew about all this, like the female nature and the red pill part of things, like they were very traditional in that sense, and a lot of these liberal leftist people out there, they criticized them in the name of child marriages and all that stuff, and to some degree, to some point, it was justiciable or like maybe justifiable, but now it is very evident of the fact when you see all these cases rising. I think somebody also shared this kind of stuff in the Discord channel as well, these rising cases of teen pregnancy and stuff like that. And that's the reason, you see, this is like a domino effect that operates. That's the reason why you will see especially in India. All right, I think yes, Sagar was the one who shared this. Nice. All right. So right now you are seeing this entire gender war going on in India with respect to this gender neutrality in terms of laws. Next big thing that you might see, just like in US, it might be related to the like abortion or some laws related to that in India. And still there are, but that is not getting into the mainstream. I think right now, even a lot of manosphere creators are just revolving around that DV Act and 498A and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, single mother culture is actually coming, and we'll be covering all those memes as well. Somebody said, JD Bhai said, what topics would be covered today? A lot of topics, especially related to global, manosphere. If you have seen and if you have noticed, Kanye West, who claims himself to be a very religious person nowadays, that moron has tried using a marketing tactic so bad that when you will see that news, or if you have heard that, people piss in their pants, something like that. भाई यूएसए के डेटा पे इतना डैश एजुकेशन के बाद भी अबॉर्शन रेट हाई है सेकंड टाइम. They never learn, brother. They never learn. They will try anything to justify their sinful acts. Earlier, there was religion to, suppress it off in some way or to provide at least some structure or a reinforcement. But now, when religion is gone and, we have the secular state, and even the secular state doesn't care about those important things. They're busy in, doing their own stuff like taxes, tax collection is the main thing. There's a reason why you see all this penetration happening right now. That's the reason. Let me share that. And please, guys, help me out in the chat. If there is any audio video problem, just tell me, right? We'll try to solve it. JD is saying, Professor, feminine girls tend to be religious and yet they are not feminine and are not. See, there is a difference between being godly and being religious. There are a lot of people who try to act religious, because when you try to act religious, you have to do a certain amount of things, right? Just to show it. It's basically known in Hindi as pakhand, religiosity. It's something like, like there is this term, English term, if I don't know whether I'm pronouncing it right, but it is Pharisaic behavior, Pharisaic behavior. So in the time of Jesus, there were a lot of Pharisees. Okay, Pharisee bhi bolte hain unko. So they were the Jews priests who used to do all that priestly class stuff in the synagogue. Synagogue is basically a religious place, just like Hindus have temple and Muslims have mosques. So Pharisees were very religious, but they were not godly. Even in the New Testament it is written, right? So there are a lot of people who are religious, or they claim that they are religious, but they are not godly. There is a difference between both of those things. Religion is becoming concentric. Yeah, exactly. All right, let's go to the meme review part of stuff. We'll be reviewing a lot of memes, right? I don't know why many people are not joining. Have you shared this? Let me just share it, man. Let me call Nachi bhai if he has time. जब यूएसए में यही हाल है भाई तो इंडिया में, yes, exactly. The thing is USA has a lot of money power. ठीक है, उनके पास पैसा है और वो जो बोलता है वो कर सकते हैं, right? But इंडिया में अलग ही चीज होगी. Yeah, exactly, पांडे. Yes भाई. Sagar Kumar is saying, will Islam be corrupted? Your opinion? I think there is a chance, and that chance is coming from the capitalist side of things, the same that you see in Saudi Arabia and all. Like, I don't want to be very I don't want to be too much optimistic about that. Islam is the bulletproof religion in the world, and wokeism is not going to change any of its course. It will, because if you see in Saudi Arabia and other nations, Islamic nations, there was a lot of things that were not being done earlier as per the Quran. Like, for example, mosque was not allowed openly. Like, liquor was not allowed openly, and the consumption of liquor was not allowed openly, and stuff like that. But the thing about capitalism is it doesn't need any religiosity in itself to thrive. That's the thing. So you might see, but the intensity would not be that much high. Right? Like for example, there is a difference between a religion who have been very open and vocal about all these rights and liberal, like who are very liberal to the core. But when it comes to Islam, it's not like that. There have been very much, legal enforcements entangled up between the religiosity part of things, and that's the reason why Islam still holds up across all the other worldly religions. That's the reason. Yeah, so it's not like that it won't get corrupted, or but it will take some time. Maybe not as as bad as other religion, and you know what other religions are. That's the thing. That's the thing, man. I don't understand, like, Kanye West as a person, man. Like, he's a proper opportunistic person. The kind of things that he has done in the past, like just see this thing. And by the way, this person is actually, going to get. Let me just share the screen. I hope you are able to see this. Just check. This is a grown-ass man of 47 years of age, and still, like, the kind of things that he has done. Kanye West's wife Bianca Sensory to face legal action for shocking NUDE. Like, I don't even understand how, like, but they have their own personal choices. But at least they are going to face some backlash by this. Let me just open up this article. I hope you are able to see this. Just check this out. Kanye West's wife Bianca Sensory to face legal action for shocking NUDE Grammy stunt. Kanye West's wife Bianca Sensory dropped her black feather coat to display her skimpy mini dress while walking Grammy's red carpet. And a lot of people, might say that, okay, this was just another skimpy mini dress. What is such a big deal about it? But if you see, there was no dress as such. Like, how do you call it a dress? I don't even understand. I cannot share the entire image because of a lot of censorship on YouTube and stuff like that. Bianca Sensory, the wife of Kanye West, is apparently not going to be sued over her shockingly nude appearance at the Grammys. The 30-year-old Australian model and her controversial 47-year-old husband. See, this is the thing that I am always talking about. If you see 30-year-old and 47, this is what Redpill talks about, RP talks about. Like, men is like fine wine. This is what I'm talking about. And other RP creators also talk about this. Straight in your face, by the way. Walked the red carpet together at Crypto.com Stadium in Los Angeles, both wearing all black. Later, in front of photographers, Sensory dropped her black feather coat to show off her skimpy mini dress, sparking huge controversy, etc. According to TMZ, LAPD, Los Angeles Police Department, sources have confirmed that stunt won't have any legal repercussions, considering that the Grammy Awards were a private event and nobody from the ceremony filed a complaint with the police. As long as both of them are happy, nothing is going to actually happen. And this is not something very new. If you see, even in Bollywood, there was this actor, of kind of a flop and a shitty actor. Chat, you can just help in guessing the other like that the name of that person. Like 6 months back or 1 year back, even that person also did this nude photo shoot. Men, by the way, actor, not actress, in Bollywood. Exactly, yes. No, not actress. Pandey bhai, not actress. Sagar is right. Woi. This is the reason why I always say that attention has become the new currency. There was a time of currency being like people killing each other and going and invading other places just for the sake of food or resources, and then it transformed to imperialism in the name of gold or money and currency and stuff like that. But now it's all about attention. It's all about attention. As long as you are getting the attention, all about that. And see, the sad part is attention is something that is a very feminine trait in nature, because according to evolutionary psychology, uh, attention was the important key factor why the female survived across all these ages. And the same also applies for those infants and children whom they used to foster or nurture, the females, because attention was very much necessary. That's the reason why you always see the kind of reaction a female will give in a particular dangerous situation and a man will give. It's completely different. Majority of the time you see females shouting, and that's also one big reason why they do it, because they want to garner the attention of the primal men, or the men who is more physically powerful. That's the reason. But sadly, due to all this feminization of the culture, even men are now craving for attention, and not just any men, right? Not just any other men down the street, grown as, not even a man, like an old fucking man, like these Kanye West and shit like this. These morons, they are just doing it. And the sad part is nobody's actually criticizing Bianca for doing this. She's a 30-year-old grown ass woman, not some kid from the high school. Yeah, exactly. These are the man child. You see, in our culture, if you see, there are a lot of, not just in our culture or across the globe, because of these softy ass jobs, there are a number of man childs who have the power and the money. Power in the sense of money, not in like brutal strength. And that's the reason why undoubted shines differently in this context, in the contemporary terms. Majority of them are man child. Majority of the these guys who are just doing streaming and stuff like that, who haven't achieved, like even that what is the name of that guy who barks like a dog and does all that gaming live streams. I'm not able to recall right now. That's the thing. These all morons are man childs. They have been, like, they are grown man. I show speed. Yes. I show speed. Yeah. A number of other guys also. There are a bunch of fucktards who get crushed by all these red flag females. As simple as that. They all are man childs, and even in India these days, you can find a lot of these man childs. The reality TV shows and stuff like that. There is this new reality TV shows by the name Ghodis, season 69 or whatnot. You can actually see like huge amount of man childs coming. All they will have is, they will just take some juice, some drugs, some pharmaceutical drugs to build up their muscle mass. But by their brain, they're just man child. They have no maturity. They are just fighting like small little teenage girls. That's the sad part actually, because when an entire generation of men become man child, then who is going to lead? But it also fosters an environment where you can actually be that leader, because that is quite easy to do. Exactly. They're not even intelligent. Intelligence makes people humble. Yeah. They are loudmouth and they bark a lot, even when they are a human being. And they have no strength, to be very honest. Majority of them have no strength. And by strength, I don't mean just physical one, the mental one, the fortitude. They have no thing like that. Muscles don't define, yeah. That's the reason why a lot of these... And see, the kind of muscle that you also see, and now I might piss off a lot of the guys, but the sad reality is there are certain sports which you have to play and which you have to earn, and then you become a man, like combat sports, for example MMA, UFC, kushti, wrestling, or judo, or it could be like BJJ and stuff like that. You have to go through that process. You have to earn those belts. There is no such injection or drug that you can just inject in right in your ass and you can just become some UFC person or some UFC player like that. However, you can take some juice, you can take some drug right in your ass, and you can become, like, you can gain some muscle, or maybe like in a week or so, or maybe like a month or 2 months. So-called gym bros, especially the ones who take this fish, They're not actually, like a man. There's a reason why somebody asked me that what is a better approach to go for the physical conditioning part of things, or for like basically physical growth, or the growth of the physique or the greater masculine trait. All the time that would be UFC or like some MMA stuff or boxing or things like that, over a normal conventional gym. And I know, see, that is also one big reason that the bar is set so low that the guys are not even going to the gym and doing stuff, that even going to the gym becomes a very luxury kind of a thing, and it is often promoted, and it should be promoted, by the way. But that doesn't make you a man, because you will still be a man child if you are taking drugs just to gain some muscle. It's just like another cheat code. Calisthenics is good, even gym is good, but as long as you are not taking external help and you are just using it to make your own masculine self even more stronger. That is the thing. These are the idols, by the way. And this same guy, Kanye West, he claims himself a Christian, and he says that he's a very godly person, and he goes to these churches and church sermons, and he tries to do all of that. But it's very much similar to what is happening in India right now in terms of Hinduism. There would be some people who will have some very luxurious bag, and they will try to act as if they are some sage or whatnot, or monks with some certified degree, and they will say to people that don't follow materialism, but they will themselves have all of that kind of thing. That's a sad reality. This is the same, like the same thing, the similar, not same but similar aspect of the feminization of religion. Jaya ma'am, Varun. Yeah, exactly. And as I was telling you earlier, they are not godly, they are religious. And the reason why they are religious is because religion is selling. And the reason why religion is selling is because it tries to fill the void that has been created by a consumerist society over the long period of time. So they want to fill that void, but they don't want to fill that void with the help of God Almighty. They want to fill that void with the help of so-called religiosity, and even behind that religiosity is nothing more but the attention of other people who also claim themselves as if they are religious. So it's a fucking Ponzi scheme just to fill up that void inside their hearts. And just try to imagine some dude who has all this money. Let's just check. What is this this Kanye West making? How much money? Or like net worth and stuff like that. He's 47 years old, by the way, and his net worth is more than $400 million in 2022. So it might get fluctuate. It might fluctuate between all these years, but approx $400 million. And when you convert $400 million to Indian rupees, let me check how much it is. Oh man, ones, tens, 100,000, 10,000, lakh, 10 lakh, crore, 10 crore, 100 crore. So it's around 350 crores. 150 crores, 350 crores, sorry, not 150 crores even. Earlier in your stream, Ronnie used to join. Why is not joining now? I don't know, man. I don't know. I have no idea. Religion has become a copium, yes. And that's the reason why atheism is also increasing a lot. All these guys who become Redpill and who see this this strange behavior, this irony, they just say that, okay man, if these people claim to be religious, then religion is like, why do I have to follow the religion? Because these people are hypocrites, so religion is hypocrite, so godliness is also hypocrite. But that is not the thing, right? This is one big reason why atheism is rising. This is one big reason why the church attendance is all-time low. It's 3,500 crores. All right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But still, even 3 crores is a big amount. Just imagine. These are the people who have so much of money, but still they are man childs. Kind of sad to see that. Now let's see. Time for the real reaction. All right. We'll be starting with the first reel. See, I've always been telling on this channel, he's a billionaire. Yeah. I don't know, man, like whether he's a billionaire or millionaire, but good amount of money he has. Sagar Kumar is saying Tyler Durden, fuck this culture of consumerism, advertising has been. Yes, exactly. Let me just share. And from day one, I've been telling you guys that MGTOW or men going their own way, it's going to rise, and it's still rising. Not just in India, across the world. Here are some clips. Just a second. I hope you're able to see this. Yeah. Let me change my position. No, I think it's fine. My face is bigger than the video, right? But no problem. Let's see. Chivalry is in fact dead. What happened to the days men offered women their seats? This same thing is coming to India, by the way, guys. And I have one video to show you all for the Sunday Night Live as well. In India, there was this one reel. Similar was the template, but it was in India. I think in Delhi Metro. Let's see.
And look at all these men. What happened to giving up your seat for women? No man offered me a seat. Excuse me, are you going to get up?
What?
Are you going to get up?
Are you pregnant?
No.
Are you for equality?
Yes.
Then fuck off.
No respect. Chivalry is dead. I'm standing on
the thing is, this guy who said this, that if you are an Indian, if you say that, boom, out of the window. Out of the window. And the thing is, see, it takes some time. It has to be a very slow and gradual process. If you practice this kind of stuff in India, a lot of these Sims and other boomer buddhas or boomer old male boomers will come in the equation, and they will say a lot of stuff. They will say a lot of shit that why you're not offering and stuff like that. Basically, moral policing, and like moral policing in the reverse order. They will say all that kind of crap. But after a certain point of time, when even the boomers realize and even the Sims realize that there is no point in simping, there is no point in doing all that, sisterhood syndrome, what I would say, then each and every of them will become slightly MGTOW. At least they won't give up their seats. And that is what is being shown in this video. She wanted to be treated as equal. Now she got it, yes. This is what equality is all about. This is what equality is all about. You wanted egalitarianism. So you are being served that. But they will still cry about it. They will still cry about it. Professor, what are your thoughts on the ongoing racism against Indians abroad on the internet? I think it's very sad to see that. Really very sad to see that. But another side of it is that some of them, I have also covered in one of my videos, some of these brown people, and not by brown I don't mean Indians, but the people who are living in the other neighboring countries, or maybe like some influencers, they are doing a very bad impressioned work on the internet. that also instigates fire in this entire thing. Plus, see, there is also exactly like just like Pandey said, blame shifting भी है उसमें काफी ज़्यादा.
The train and look at all.
Now I also have one other video. Just a second. And this was also some like similar kind of video I saw.
I'm just wondering.
What's your biggest?
Yes, exactly. Chintan Chauhan is saying, Professor Talks, in my last job, I need to do a lot of traveling. Even I didn't give another women a seat when they're beautiful. This me rude in front of my colleagues. Because your colleagues are Sims, brother. Your colleagues are living in 2025, but they still have the mindset of 1980s. They are the same colleagues who will just, like, there is this white knight syndrome among a lot of these millennial Indian men. That's the reason why most of the Gen Zs or the Gen Alpha people, they suffer from this thing. And that's the sad part. Because in their heads, they're living still in 1990s, 1980s. Despite the fact that they see and they look all at all these headlines and news headlines like Atul Subhash or similar cases like that. But don't actually care about them as long as you're not in a losing battle. So don't care about these kind of people. They're not worth your time, because even if they are with you or even if they are in favor of you doing something, still they will show their true colors in some, like, after some time or the other, because in their minds they are Sims and you cannot change that. Let them feel whatever they want to feel, and time will tell. Time will tell. A lot of these Sims and these beta males and all these kind of people, they fall victim to their own traps. So let them do whatever they're doing. The best part about socializing is that you have the power to talk to certain people and not to talk to certain people. And even if you have this uh, like enforced mentality, like you have to talk to those people and because of some work or something like that, try to minimize it. Try to minimize it rather than forming some good relationship with those people, because there will be no such thing as good relationship with those people, because when the time is right, they will just leave you. Every friend group got fucked due to a girl. Yeah, exactly. The best example, if you want to see some in some blue pill lens, would be that film, Karan Johar's film, Student of the Year, first one, the one in which Alia Bhatt was the actress and stuff like that. Kaka KW. I think school structure is feminized. Majority of teachers are females and they have their own agenda. Yes, I've made this video on my Hindi channel, Professor. Like how in Indian education system is converting Indian guys into Sims. That's the thing. Plus, if you see, even after the policy and the reservation part of stuff, you will notice, like in India, especially, a majority of the, and even across the world, even in US, I was studying this data. Majority of the teaching jobs are like given to females, or even they opt for that majority of the time. And there is this inherent culture, especially in Indian education system, where teaching is always associated with being some motherly job, like like nurturing and all. But at the end of the day, these same people who don't want to nurture their own kids, they just do it in the context of sending them to schools, that there will be this female teacher who will act as a motherly figure, and majority of the cases they don't actually, they are not your mothers. That's a sad reality. Guys who have been subjected to that kind of, and even girls, by the way, there is a lot of misogyny, this so-called misogynist word. There is a lot of misogyny happening among the girl child and the female teacher in Indian schools, but nobody talks about that. They will disguise, or they will try to befool the audience and the people or the citizens that, see, all men are this and all men are that, but they never ever showcase the kind of misogyny the female teachers impart on their own, like, girl students. So that is the sad part. In India, it is quite a, like, it's not something that is very rare. It's like a common sighting, even for young boys. Like, I still remember to have to have a beard, or to have long hair, or to have something like that, even like masculine trait, or playing hard, or forming groups, or things like that, leading. They do all this kind of stuff. They don't promote this, rather they shame it like anything in Indian schools. And no wonder why, after like 12-15 years of this kind of brainwash, sims and beta males would come out from those schools, from those same schools. And those beta males, when they go to and they reach like the colleges and the corporate sector, they're not able to comprehend that why the fuck, all this environment is so different. There's a reason why then they become either red pill, or they become very hopeless. This is the reason, a lot of these guys then self delete themselves. There's a big reason of this, because at least there is some sort of there has to be some sort of masculine trait, right? Another aspect of it would be, like you see in a lot of Indian schools, there is no such thing as physical education period or games period. Most of the time, some lazy ass female teacher would, just take that period in the name of covering the course. And even who will be the most, uh, like, who would be the victim of all that across a 12-year or 15-year, like, time span? Indian boys. That's the thing. There is a big reason why Indian boys don't have that kind of physique majority in the most natural sense of things. They have to go to gym, and they have to do that stuff, because from a very, like, from the very start in school, they are not taught, they are not encouraged to, participate in games and stuff like that. So that's the sad part. Physical education is hijacked. Yes, I still remember back in my days in my school, there was this taekwondo class that used to happen, and we had some, like, seniors. Like, I think I was in second or third grade. They were like big dudes, and I used to, admire them. Who used to come in my school bus, or in the lunch period, or in the recess. Like, they would practice taekwondo in the morning, and everything was really, really very masculine about that. I'm talking about in the early 2000s. As long as, like, there was this provision in our school that till fourth or fifth standard you cannot join those classes. Like, you have to be at least like 10 years old to get into that. So I was waiting, at that point of time, that okay, I'm in third class or second class. One day I would, become like 10-year-old kid, and I will join taekwondo. Sadly, some feminist or some teacher like that, some woke teacher, cancelled that entire thing. And after that, there was no taekwondo class. There was no such thing like that. So, like, in some nitty gritties, you can actually see this thing happening a lot. That's the reason why in India nobody, scores that much high in, despite having such a big population, especially when it comes to this, this Olympics thing. I hope, things are now at least changing in terms of physical education or games period or whatnot. But The sad reality is the thing is becoming worse rather than becoming good. That's the thing. Some countries are banning surrogacy for single men, not single women. Why this discrimination? Single men are also. Otherwise, see, then one very important thing will get busted, and that is the gynocentric order. And they cannot just do it like this. In older days, what used to happen was to uh, to kill someone, you don't have to just directly beat them up in the context of war or in the context of battle. You just cut down their supplies, their water, their food, their shelter, stuff like that. For men, the possibility, wherever there will be possibility of an alternate reality in context of the gynocentric world order, these people will try to cut that off in the name of law, or in the name of some policy, or in the name of some schemes. That's one big reason why you see uh, uh, cracking down of this entire supply chain mechanisms for guys to buy some like maybe some gadget or some equipment for intimacy and stuff like that. That's one big reason. Chintan Chauhan is saying in Indian children are preparing for competition. Yes, that's a very slave mentality, by the way. Why the fuck do you want to get some validation by cracking some exam and by getting into part of like this entire competition? Like, I've seen dudes, like especially those beta male fathers who have like not even 50 like some unit of testosterone in their bodies, and what they would do is they will make money, and then they will just take their own kid right to some chutiya kisam ka coaching center, and they will enroll कि पढ़ साले मर इसमें, right from 5th standard. Just imagine. Like, I've seen this kind of kids when I was in like 11th 12th standard, super skinny, no mind of their own, always busy in those books. And I'm not saying like studying is bad or doing good academically is bad, but putting all your eggs in one basket and then sitting on that basket and breaking all those eggs, how the fuck that even makes a difference? And then those same people will become, it's basically like a cycle, endless cycle of uh, misandry and aversion and stuff like that. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, 8th class students are preparing for competition. For what competition? Where even despite all those years, you will find some like 33% cap for some women, affirmative action. Then where are you going to go? Are you going to masturbate your way out of college? So I never say prepare for this and prepare for that. All right, you are preparing for 8th class. All right, good, great. But what about like in the coming 4 to 5 years, the entire syllabus changes or some big shit happens? Then what? And plus, from 8th standard to 12th standard, these 4 5 years are so important for a person. Like, as a kid, you can just like you can learn a lot of stuff that is happening. Like, your entire personality changes. You might want to dabble into a lot of other domains. But what can we say, man? I actually really feel very sad for those people, for especially for these kids who have these horrendous parents, millennials, to be very honest. I think it's controversial, but education is just a way to make slaves. Right, education is not, but using education as a product, and even see, the word education is just like the word depression. It has been mental masturbated so much that it has now become like a misnomer word, I would say. Because education, or to be more precise, career, is a product that is sold by the colleges to make you a chutia. Especially this word career. And people are realizing it. But the sad thing is, people who are now actually realizing it, they're actually down to the drain. Uh, that's the sad part. And see, if you see, like this entire like career banalo and all this rat race or this career, it's actually a product. Actually, a product that is not like it's not tangible, intangible product sold by the colleges. There is big reason why they make all these eligibility criteria that you have to be a graduate, you have to have this, you have to have that. Only when once it is cleared, then you can go and get a job. There's a big reason why they do so, because you have to pay in 5 lakh rupees plus your time plus your efforts, plus you also have to submit some freakishly long assignments of no use and make certain chutia kisam ke projects and send all those projects to your school, and once, or sorry, college, and then you will have this degree after 3 years, and then that degree might provide you a job, might. So this entire thing is actually a scam. And the people who don't fall into this scam and who are just baby maxing and who are just making money and who are just doing like carpentry or some blue collar work like that, who are not into that rat race, see them. They have more money, they have more kids, they are more fertile biologically speaking, they have more population, they are more, like, even if you consider them in context of happiness, they are more happy. That's the thing. That's the thing. 2 days ago, I met my niece, 10-year-old, gave him suggestion to take protein. Yeah, because he was weak. His mom is so biased in her thoughts that she tell me he only eat two rotis, feeding only carbs and sugar product, and ignore my advice. See, the best part about this is not that you can control that person or that mother, that's whether the kid should eat this or that. The good part is that if you become a mother or a father down the years, at least you would have the audacity to think in a straight line. That's the thing. Bhai doodh dahi meetha kilo, yes. All projects and practicals are found in Kabadi Wala's secret chambers. Exactly, exactly. Like I've literally like that was another kind of red pill moment for me. So in my school there was this uh, like this bus ground, and in the corner of that bus ground there was this small shop where these uniform people used to sell off the clothing and the garments, like the uniform stuff. And behind that there was this huge, like a big size garbage collection area. So I was just playing there, and I just saw that there was a big heap of sheets and files and folders. It was basically like a treasure in the sense, all those practical files. So I thought that maybe I would have those practical files. I will just do some theft, or I will steal some of those. Uh, but I realized that they were not fair files. They were actually used files written by the students. They had those Pokemon stickers and stuff like that. That was the time I came to realize that, man, I was spending so much of time in my summer vacations preparing all those shitty files, making all those diagrams just to get the attention of some female teacher. And at the end of the day, it was another form of business. Yeah, black books are sold penny. Yeah, business professor bhai. Yeah. And the audacity of these female teachers to to tell us that you have to have this color of cover on this file and this sticker, and this should be this and this should be that, and you have to make, and you have to use favicol and glitter and whatnot. I really feel sad for those girls who used to apply all that glitter and whatnot nonsense. So how can you, like, people say that where is our own DeepSeek or where is our GPT for India? Do you know where is that GPT? There is no GPT as such, because your students are busy pouring on glitter on their files. That's the GPT that you have made them. That's the DeepSeek that you're making for them. So that's another different story. By the way, guys, now this guy, Demon Imani, calls out Sunny Hostin and The View for slamming men over traditional gender roles, but praising them when it is beneficial. If you see in this video, you will clearly identify the gynocentric world order and how feminists will use certain things for their own benefit, but when there is this necessity or requirement of the performance of their own duties, then they will cry a lot about it. The hypocrisy has been shattered by this guy. Just a second. I think now it's fine. Hi Ashish, hi.
But I love the fact that, Manny is younger, and it's very helpful that he's handy. And when we travel, I'm not picking up any bags. He's the one that's hefting them.
So she is saying that the men or the male partner helps her to pick up all those bags and heavy luggage items and stuff like that. Just look at this video.
Overhead. He throws the garbage out. Right. He does the heavy stuff.
Well, right, Sonny, but plenty of times, every single one of you on this show has slammed men and called them misogynists for saying that they prefer women who clean, cook, and take care of the children. Yet now you just praised some of men's duties, like picking up your bags and taking out the trash. So to me, it sounds like you have no issues with gender roles when it benefits you.
Exactly. See the silence, man. This is what happens. Hi Chad bhai, hi. Hi Ashish bhai, hi. And guys, please do subscribe this channel. I think the channel currently has almost around 80 subs. Let me just check. 90 subscribers. Thank you. Please subscribe this channel, guys, and like the video. Hi Blackpill. Hi all. So that more and more people see this kind of content. I've made this channel for the English audience and for the global Manosphere highlights. Let me just share this link. I think Nachi bhai would be free now. If he can come, let me just share it. A woman is a victim and empowered. Yeah, like some people in these kind of reels, they write this Scrodinger. I'm not sure whether I'm pronouncing it right. Feminism, something like that. So they are victim and they are boss lady at the same point of time. Ashish is saying a woman should be able to carry her own luggage and a man should be able to carry his own. This isn't about baggage. Yes. Your thoughts on inheritance distribution to son and daughter? Like my thoughts are a bit complex in that sense. I think generational wealth or inheritance in that sense should be used to help out the future family structure, rather than just using it for some hedonistic pleasures, or trying to fight off a gender war in that thing. So for example, if somebody is getting married, then the parent side, the women, the bride or the bridegroom, both of them, the parent side should at least put in the inheritance or the generational wealth right into the pockets of the two people who are getting married, so that they can start off very easily with a new family. But I know, in that could only happen in the most idealistic sense of life, because in India especially, inheritance is not being used in a proper sense. That's the thing. It's actually being used as a lottery mechanism for hedonistic pleasures and consumerism. That's all. Especially for the son and daughter, I think there should be no question for son and daughter. Rather, it should be, because right now gender war is happening. So instead of asking one way or the other, or son or daughter, man or women, it should be from the lens of protecting the future family structure. That should be the main thing. But nobody is, these boomers, they don't have no idea of that sort. They are also hedonists. Their sons and daughters, they are also becoming consumerists. So it's basically a very poisonous cycle. And no wonder why, the Hindu population and in general the Indian population is on the decline. Like, not Indian, but the Hindu population in general. Hindu and Indian are two different things when it comes to population. That's the thing. रणवीर बोलता है वाह क्या नाम है, और वो शॉर्ट में लिखता था शी वॉन इन लाइफ, मतलब सर ये डिल्यूजन औरतें और इनके सिम का इन दोनों के मस let them do what they want to do. Let them do what they want to do, man. If you see that there was this guy, like what is his name? Adam. What is the fucking name of that guy, man? Adam 69 or something of that sort. Like the one who just, like this guy is the biggest form of cuck that has been on this planet. Let me check the chat if somebody knows. Adam 22. Adam 22. This is the guy, by the way. Let me just show you. Just see this. Yeah, Adam 22, yeah. Let them do whatever they're doing. They will suffer their own consequences of their own actions. Just see this. भाई कल मैंने एक शॉर्ट्स देखा था जिसमें दीपिका पादुकोण कह रही थी रणवीर को रणवीर सिंह पादुकोण, तो एक दूसरे बंदे ने रणवीर सिंह से पूछा कि दीपिका आपका नाम ऐसे करना चाहती है तो वो क्या नाम है। अगर वो मना कर देगा, इफ दैट पर्सन सेज दैट दिस इज नॉट राइट, उसके ऊपर से पेमेंट आनी बंद हो जाएगी भाई, जहां से आ रही है। एज सिंपल एज दैट। भारी भरकम काकियास, सैडली। और ये बाय द वे हिंदुस्तान टाइम्स हैज आल्सो कवर्ड दिस थिंग। American YouTuber Adam22 lets 5 Lena the Plug shoot dash film with another man. faces backlash. Adam John Grand Mason. By the way, Grand Mason, समझदार समझ जाएंगे. People who understand stuff, they will understand it. This is Adam 22. Chad bhai, this guy Adam 22, he basically approved his own wife to do some bad kind of scenes, SEGGS type of scenes with some other dude. This guy right here, this black dude, and for that he also received a lot of criticism. And it's a fairly old post if you see, July 14, 2023. And not just that, they also released their first tape in 2017 on OnlyFans, and then they basically they are the, like, how can you imagine as a guy? She was also pregnant at a particular time when they also decided to do some nth form of SEGG tape just for views and clout. So, like, this person and Kanye West, they are no different. And even if like, even Andrew Tate also said a lot of stuff about this, openly humiliated him on the social media platforms. He justified this whole concept by saying the Matrix is trying to make men subservient. Yes. And if you see his name, Adam John Grand Mason, what a time to be alive. Like, what a time to be alive. So even Kanye is, like, whatever Kanye did, like this thing, it's no different. It's no different. Let me just share this streams link to Nachi Bhai. He's also going to join. Let me just a second, guys. He got diagnosed with bipolar. He got diagnosed with bipolar. All right. But now he claims that he has autism and was misdiagnosed. Professor Bai, you introduced a term to your audience, beta bucks. This guy is an epitome of this term. Sadly. प्रोफेसर भाई गोल्ड क्लैड वॉरियर आपकी तारीफ कर रहे थे अपनी लाइव में. कौन सी लाइव में भाई? अभी चेक करते हैं. बट गोल्ड क्लैड यू नो भाई अलग ही भाई है वो. शाउट आउट टू गोल्ड क्लैड भाई. इज वन ऑफ दोज लाइक फ्यू, लाइक बहुत ही कम ऐसे लोग हैं जो बहुत ही अच्छा कंटेंट ला रहे हैं यूट्यूब पे, लाइक प्रॉपर सेंस में वैल्यू एंड स्टफ लाइक दैट. Majority of people are very blue pilled or they have no balls to say the truth. 3 दिन पहली वाली. Let me check. 3 दिन पहले वाली. किरण रॉय also on which video? I think किरण भाई के साथ करना है भाई. Like we decided one podcast, but due to a lot of things going in my life, I was not able to do that. So like बहुत ज़्यादा busy schedule चल रहा था. So I've now decided like from next week onwards I do have a spare time. Yeah, blue pill is just outdated. Exactly. Arey Jaggi, sure. See, I have a number of people on my watch list to do the podcasts and live and stuff. But the only problem is the time. Time is something that we only have limited. Bro, India has rapidly changed, but people don't notice it. See, they only notice it when जब उनकी बच जाती है. When things get backfired, then they notice stuff. जब तक अपने पे नहीं आ रही, they are like in that blue pill वाला पूरा part. That's a sad reality, man. Ah. Guys, we have Mensation Bhai on our channel, on our English channel, Brofessor Talks. How are you doing, brother?
Everything is fine. How are you?
Buzz bhai badhiya. We were just reacting on a lot of stuff, on a lot of global manosphere reels. Techpill is asking, Mensation bhai khana ho gaya?
Yes, bro. I have completed my meal. All done.
Protein is the most important thing, man. Vinamra Sinha is saying, प्रोफेसर भाई इंस्टा पे आपका एक वीडियो मिला है, लड़की को किस करते हुए भेजा है आपको वहां. विनम्र भाई, सोया चंक सुपरमेसी भाई, सोया चंक सुपरमेसी.
You got me. I had soya chunks today in my dinner. Just a few minutes ago.
Great. Soya chunk is a very like cheap in the sense, very easy to have. Though the taste might, AI added sattu supremacy. Yeah, man.
मिक्सी में डालो 60 ग्राम चना, पाउडर बन गया.
Chandrasekhar is asking, what are your views on MGTOW? Let's start with the Mensation bhai.
MGTOW. MGTOW. I don't know the clear definition of MGTOW. Do you know?
No. Like MGTOW, men going their own way, wala. Like where they don't.
I don't know the actual definition of MGTOW. Yes, matlab, what is the actual that I don't know their purpose of MGTOW?
Uh, I think
Like
it's not
simple
MAGTOW,
language.
Chandra bhai. It's like MGTOW only. MGTOW is basically a movement that came across in the early 2010s. Like it was
The
like
men
since
going their own
1990s.
way Bible types.
Yeah,
Men
yeah, yeah.
going their
So
own
they
way
don't
Bible.
talk or hmm.
They
Like
don't
there
like
are a
to date
number
or
of
talk to women.
hmm.
Mm-hmm. Basically, I have a very negative mindset or negative thoughts on this
Hmm.
because dating and relationship is a biological process, in my opinion. And if you are
Hmm.
completely avoiding it being a man or being a human being, then you are completely avoiding reproduction, which is biologically not possible for the existence of human race. So
Hmm.
somehow we need to get into dating, but in a more pure format. Because nowadays, why I'm telling it pure? Because nowadays women are impure. Their thoughts are very much impure related to dating. The rate of cheating among women is higher than that of men. So we need to make it pure from the
Yeah.
women's side so that guys also can
Hmm.
accept it in a positive manner, and they can get and when people start or guys will start accepting things in more positive manner, they will they will push themselves into dating because everybody has their own sexual desire and
Hmm.
you can't escape that. You can't escape those sexual desires. It's really tough. I mean, why you should escape that? I don't understand why
In
people
the
try
first
to
place,
escape
yeah.
their sexual desires. Okay, that's so
Hmm.
nowadays it has become taboo. If someone is having if someone is openly talking about the sexual desires, it is a taboo. ठीक है? Like no fap follow कर भाई.
Hmm.
भाई ब्रह्मचर्य पालन कर. What is so much crazy about that? It's simple. You are a biological creature and you can have urges, and that's pretty much normal. But problems arises when you start misusing your urges or you are controlled mostly by your urges. You're mostly controlled by your urges. And that's where the problem begins to kick in. So talking about Mugto, you should not be Mugto, but on the same hand, you should be focused on each and everything of your life. And dating also a part of your life. If you wanna be a biological creature, then
Exactly. I think we also had one debate. If Mensation has not forgotten that debate with Men's Unity Matter back in the days, like during Diwali, we organized like during the Shara in the month of September or October last year. We did on one Instagram live debate, Mensation with Men's Unity Matter, like Redpill versus MGTOW. So you can also go and watch that on my Professor Hindi channel. Like it's like one of those
for
earliest videos that I did. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
first or second debate. I remember that. I
yeah.
remember that.
It's like a debate, but more like a conversational debate. It's not like I will tear your clothes and I will tear you apart into two pieces. Not like that. It's like a heated debate, but only for the points. In my opinion, MGTOW for short term might be very helpful for especially when it comes to um, the political part of things of Manosphere, like for the enforcement of like gender neutral laws or stuff like that. If people mentioned by your voice is um, recurring.
Echoing.
Yeah. All right. So in my opinion, MGTOW for short term, in the context of political part of things, it's good, uh, but it's not practical approach for the longer period, because even if you become MGTOW, somebody else is, having that all. Somebody else is having intimacy, and you're basically making the competition more easy to just do the stuff. That's the sad part of things. Plus, in the longer term, if how would you juggle between the urge of having somebody and having kids as a guy, as a man, your thousands and thousands years of evolutionary psychological psyche? How would you be able to even fight that in a time where we are living in a very sexually uh, infested kind of a society? Like everything has been sexualized, right? So practically, it's in the longer term of things. I don't see MGTOW as the better solution. But in short term, for the political reasons of it, and because a lot of guys become very frustrated because of all this thing happening across the legal domain or the rights or the socio-economic factors, for shorter term it's good, but for long term it's not good. That's one big reason why I never promote nofab or brahmacharya for the longer term. That's one big part. Yeah, man, go ahead.
And one more thing comes into play, that just imagine a boy is following, or a boy is becoming MGTOW. He's following nofap. He's not having sex. ठीक है? But on this other hand, the girl whom he thinks of marrying
Exactly.
is not a virgin. Maybe she's not a virgin. Maybe it can be. And there are higher chances in today's generation that a virgin guy can marry a non-virgin. Higher chances, because
Mhm.
sex is easy in this world. A pretty much easy thing in this world is sex.
For women. For women right now. Hmm.
For women, yes, very right.
To get to like
So
the
what
accessibility
happens?
of it.
Just imagine a
Hmm.
guy who was being MGTOW for a longer period of time, and then suddenly he decides to marry. He thinks that he was spiritual. He thought that he was following nofap, he was following brahmacharya, and at the end he's going to get a pure woman, as because he was a pure guy. He thought that, but in reality he didn't got that. And now think what
Hmm.
happens. The more he stayed single, the more they fucked his future wife. Boom.
Oh man, it's basically like the same thing. If you see, this is one big part. Like I understand that menstruation has said this in a very like red pill lingo, but even very like number of religious leaders like Mufti Tariq Masood, in one of his like Islamic lecture, he was telling guys of the benefits of marrying early, and in one of those benefits he also stated this thing, like the more like late this entire thing of holding the baggage and having a number of relationship is increasing due to late marriages. That's a sad part of it. That's a sad part of it. So MGTOW is not like the most practical solution of this entire thing, right? That's sad, guys, I know, but it is what it is. Aviram Rasana is saying, please do a case study of the rare men who won their divorce case. Let's see what they did right. Really very good comment, by the way. Like I have to play this Don Damaco, and sadly, guys, because this channel is fairly new, there is no option as such for the super chats, because this channel is just like very new in that context. So please subscribe and like the video, so the algorithm knows that there is this new Professor channel out there in the English language. And if you are from some other parts of the world, or even from India, where your main language is English, not Hindi, even then you can subscribe this channel. All right. Ashish, behind every successful man stands up here. Oh man. Can we say that late marriages are not successful because of this law of nature? Exactly. And if you combine this, and I know that causation is not correlation, but you can just connect these dots. If you see higher abortions happening and high pregnancy rates in the teenage, like Sagar also discussed this in the chat like an hour back. If you connect that dot, if you connect that same thing with this late marriages wala pura jo data hai, then you can get the picture. Late marriages, early teenage pregnancies, rise in teenage pregnancies, uh, increase in the marriage age, increase in the education part of things, selling of career as a product. It's all leading to the same thing, depopulation agenda. High unknown. In my eye, I always see father is financing only marriage of daughter, not the son. They want to exactly Chantan bhai. This is the big reason why I made that video on my Hindi channel, Professor. Like Buaji Please, by the name Buaji Please, and how hypergamy in Desi Indian families takes place. So it's like what these boomer buddhas, what they do is for their entire life they have not done anything like big apart from just living in their Lala lands and Disneylands. They just do that. Once they get that generational wealth, they will try to use that to exert power on the society. Like, see, this is how I am, so amazing, and I'm a rich person. They are not rich, by the way. They are just rich because of their generational wealth or property from their fathers or forefathers. So they will use that to get some social credibility across their samaj, across their society. So they will just spend it like anything, especially in their daughter's wedding, rather than investing it for their own medical expenses that might arise in the future. Because majority of these boomer 50s and 60s guy, or even women, are not anyhow different in this context. They just burn all that cash down, selling of the property and stuff like that, and then the entire plethora of responsibility lies on the shoulders of the son. And then that same son has to fulfill a list of responsibility from the wife side of things as well. And if the divorce happens, then you have to pay alimony and child support and maintenance and whatnot. So it's basically a fucked up cycle. And a big part of instigating this entire thing comes from the boomer side, like from the boomer parent side, like just to get some social credibility. I've seen these kind of people who haven't earned a single penny, and they will just burn 50 lakhs, 1 crore, 2 crore rupees of generational wealth just for one wedding for their daughter, so that they can get the social credibility. Like, how see this guy, he had so money, and the banquet was so fine, and the resort was so fine, and the food was so great, and this and that. And the sad reality is, some of these fuck all relatives would still suggest that the food was this, the food was that, and they never liked the food, and the people were this, and the people were jealous, and all that kind of rubble. Yeah, Mention bhai.
That's seeking fake appreciation.
Fake appreciation,
It's
yes,
called
exactly.
seeking fake appreciation. They haven't earned much in their they haven't earned
Hmm.
much in their lifetime, in terms of respect. Sorry, not in terms of money, but in terms of respect.
Mhm.
Okay, so when they are uh, so when they are, what I will say, no, when they're spending it. So when they're spending in these weddings of their daughters, they try to show that they were enough powerful. They were enough
Yes,
powerful.
yes, yes. Mhm.
They were enough powerful to take the responsibility of his or of their daughters, not his or her, of their daughters,
Mhm.
because the mindset
Mhm.
belongs to both male and female parents, both mother and father of that
Exactly.
daughter. This mindset belongs to both the parents. They both try to show their power, fake power, through
Fake
these
power.
kinds of decisions. If they would have spended that amount of money in the education of that child,
Yes. Hmm.
or any kind of business,
Or
which would have
investment or
changed this
share.
yes, or investment, this would have definitely changed the scenario of their future generations.
Exactly.
But they didn't. They chose to show a fake side of their life. They chose
Fake
to
lifestyle.
seek fake validations, fake lifestyles. And at the end,
Exactly.
they got nothing. And just imagine after that, after doing a grand marriage, still their daughters, not not everyone is facing that, but still some of their daughters are facing a miserable life after marriage.
Because they can. It's like when a daughter watches all that, boomer spending 1 cr, 2 cr, and even if like the guy is like abusive, let's just say if it is like the bridegroom, then the daughter will look back and see that there is no such financial help the father can gather now, because the money has already been fired in the across all those expenses and stuff. Plus the saddest part is it also creates a cycle of acute poverty for the sons of that same boomer. So the son has no money left now. So even if that person wants to start something new and wants to have that financial backup, there is no such thing as financial backup, because your boomer parents were so like they did this PhD in moronship. They became so big of a moron that they just fried up the entire savings. That's the sad part. And in this hope, they end up causing harm to themselves, spend their whole life seeking validation in society. Actually, yes, yes. Boys spend their entire youth on our country dreaming that after getting a good job, a well mannered girl will come who's going to carry his emotional baggage. Oh man, oh man, oh man. It is what it is, man. All right, so we'll be going again on the reaction part that we were doing. This is the thing. And I was very like I was greatly let me just you know change the now it is fine. By the way, guys, please subscribe and like this video and subscribe the channel. All right, here we are. Mention by, is it visible?
Yes, yes, it is
This
visible.
screen. All right, all right, all right.
How much should a guy earn to date you?
She's asking how much should a guy earn to date. Let's see.
Give me 2, 3. I'm happy. L lakhs. Give me.
ये क्या होता है भाई? Give me 2, 3. क्या है ये? 2, 3. Like there's this on one hand they say don't objectify, and on another hand she's just clearly saying give me 2, 3. Like the amount of entitlement. Can you even see this? How the f can she even justify this kind of entitlement?
The saliva of greediness is dropping from her mouth. The saliva of greediness is dropping from her mouth.
Exactly. It's like greed personified.
2-3 करोड़ दे दे,
Or
2-3 लाख दे दे,
yeah.
2-3 लाख दे दे.
Mm. And how the f can you not, how can you be so blue pilled not to say this thing, that if some law comes which can actually help them, so they might even misuse it just to fetch some good amount of money from you. As simple as that. I'm not saying every other girl is like that. I'm just saying if given a chance of misuse, it's basically like that old kind of riddle or that game that we used to play back in our school days. I still remember that, in the free period, all backbenchers will gather and they will just make up things like this. That what will happen, what would you do if, for one day, all like policemen and law authorities, they are not existent anymore. So what crime would you commit? Things like that. Some game like this. Not in the real sense, but just for the sake of playing it out loud. Yeah. Message bhai. Go ahead.
If any girl is prioritizing money over emotions, then she can use any means to take all the money away from you.
Exactly.
Whether it's law or law, मतलब जो भी ठीक है, she can use any means to take all the money away from you.
Exactly. All right, let's see.
Around like 1 CR.
Oh bhai. 1 CR. 1 CR. Let me check. How many people in India are earning 1 CR
Per month or per year?
per month?
Per month. 1 CR.
Per month बोला था क्या? Let me check.
1 CR per month.
Per month, bhai. Per month. Let me check. 1 CR per month. भाई गूगल भी नहीं दिखा रहा. Even Google is not showing. Google is showing 1 CR per annum, not per month. Let me check on some like AI model or some shit like that. Just a second, guys. Let's see. Like the amount of delusion. Can you even imagine? Let's see. Very small. How much percent? Let me check. How much percent of total population?
31,800.
Fuck off. It's like 0.001% of the total population that will make 1 CR. 1 CR annually. 0.001%. Then if you divide it by 12, or like not just 12, it's not as simple as that. It would be like not even a speck, not even a deck of the entire population.
Google is
1
giving a
CR per
result
month. Like,
as
are you joking?
Google is giving a result as 31,800. It means that some families are not only a particular individual. They are not talking about a particular individual. They are talking about families earning 10 crore rupees annually.
Exactly.
It means including all the families, there are 31,800 individuals.
It's not just one
who have-
individual, but she's asking one individual per month. Per month. Then they say that don't objectify us. As long as we do ourselves, don't objectify us. Man.
It has to be a lot. I mean, we are expensive girls.
We are expensive girls. We are expensive girls. No, see this. Like, where are those all those feminists, who troll us or who say a lot of shit like that? Like, why do you objectify women and all? She is saying right in your face, we are expensive girls. You use terminology like expensive or cheap for objects. So why the F are you considering yourself an object? And if you are doing so, then the women who don't want this to happen, then why don't they, protest against this? Or at least, comment. They are writing comments like slay girl, you slay girl. And
Prostitutes for Royal
Gotta
Family.
like live up to the expectation. At least 80 to 90.
At least 80 to 90K. I'm hoping it's like per month, not Gen Z be like. It's not one video, by the way. Like, there are a number of such kind of videos. Like this is also.
If you were to marry a guy, how much would you expect him to earn?
All right, all right. I'm hoping she will say like a number around like
Similar
20 to
concept,
30K a month.
similar concept like the last video.
But see, not every girl is like that, you know. I don't agree, you know. Let's see, let's see.
It's about money, then I'd expect him to be like rich as fuck for me to marry.
Again
I don't
that
expect
fucking
any.
like चूतिया
I
किस्म का
don't.
accent which
Yeah,
gives shivers to my
I was
bones
telling that.
and cringe to my
I was
balls.
telling that. I wasn't expecting any kind of goodness by hearing this tone. Okay.
But all
Actually
right.
earn per month.
Oh, like $1 billion?
Billion, 100 crores, 100 crores. Let me check. Let me check. 100 crores, and let's see if it is like per month or per year or whatnot.
If you were to marry
All right, all right. So she never specified about per month or per year. Let's just say per year, you know, for easy purposes. How many Indian people are making a billion? How many Indian people are making a billion a year, an year, whatever, annually, per annum? India has 167 billionaires. 167, and this data is also for the families. 167 in a population of crores and crores of people. And they think that all those 167 people, and they are not even people, they are families, that they will marry them. Ah, bhai. Like, is
हिपोक्रेसी
there.
की भी सीमा होती है.
Wow, Modi ji, wow, wow,
हिपोक्रेसी की
wow,
भी
wow.
सीमा होती है.
The amount of delusion. Is there any like some sort of milk powder that comes? Like, just like, you know, we had Boost and Milo and Complan and stuff like that. Like delusional milk powder. Like you just have to mix it, drink it every day, every single night before bed, and you will have delusional thoughts.
Yes, yes, there is a
Ah,
milk. There is a milk powder. There is a milk powder,
which
and
one?
that powder's name is fake feminism.
Ah.
Boom.
She wants to marry Anandamani. I'm not sure whether Anandamani's net worth is like this or not. But even if, like, why would Anandamani has somebody, like, somebody has to ask Anant or any of these billionaire that will they marry? All right, all right, all right, all right. We also have this thing, right? And these videos have been sorted from different channels across Instagram. So you cannot say that okay, this one creator, you know, they all they do is just make these kind of videos. No, a bunch of creators across India who are making and filming these street interviews across India from different geographies. By the way,
To expect from your partner? 2 lakh per month?
2 lakh per month. 2 lakh per month amounts to how much? Almost around 30 lakhs or 30 LPA, because 24 LPA won't be the number because of a number of taxes and stuff like that. So it has to be like 35 LPA. Unknown is saying don't be a male feminist. No, Unknown. I am a male feminist. You cannot change the fact. I am not real professor. I am fake professor. Sadly, you have logged in. You are viewing me on some different channel. Chad Hindu is saying भाई ये लड़कियां pretend कर रही हैं या सच में इतनी delusional हैं. See, if even if they're delusional, like have you seen some random guy जो 5 दिन से 10 दिन से नहाए नहीं है, asking for like he's saying that I will marry like Shushmita Sen or like some you know some very beautiful looking actress. Then they never do so, right? Men are never like in that much of delusion. Yeah, I'm in session. Go ahead, bhai.
Even if they are acting delusional in front of camera just to get views, but what is the message they are sending to the other young girls? What is the actual message they are sending? Even for some views, they are acting delusional in front of camera, but the message they are sending, being a social media creator, matters a lot. They might be
Exactly.
doing some kind of acting वगैरह, but just imagine a 12-year-old girl watching this kind of video on her phone, and what will be her mindset after something like 10 years later? What will she
Exactly.
expect from her future husband? Not only that, if she might be a psychopath, I'm not telling that she will be, but if she might be, then how she will torture her future husband just because he's not giving her much that kind of lifestyle which she dreamed of by watching this kind of delusional videos.
Exactly. Exactly. Noman is saying
Social
if you're
media
a
is
male
not
feminist, then
learning
you are a
from them.
wannabe harmless. Noman, I don't understand what you're trying to say. And please, brother, try to understand sarcasm. I don't know why people are so serious in the chat. Chat Hindu Brahmin is saying, भाई मैंने देखा है मेरी cousins भी delusion है, nothing to provide, everything to expect in return. Yes. Sadly. And when the guy is not able to keep up with that pressure and self-deletes himself or herself, or sorry, himself, then they will cry all day long. But
Most
there
women,
are
in fact,
cases of abetment to
uh,
yeah, go ahead.
sorry.
No, no,
Most
go ahead.
women, in fact, 98% of the women are living in delusion nowadays.
Exactly.
They expect much in return, but they expect much from the other side, but they are not giving much in return. And that's the harsh reality of today's relationship, this Gendu generation's relationship. You might be not only that, if you ask any random girl that what kind of gifts you like from your boyfriend, just go and ask any
Yes.
random girl what kind of gift you would like to get from your boyfriend. She won't say that उसका साथ चाहिए बस वो है मेरे पास बहुत है. She won't say that. She might say that, but internally she won't say. She won't accept that. She would say
मैसेज भाई माइक के पास थोड़ा सा.
she will say that एक गुची का बैग देने वाला चाहिए, 100 चॉकलेट्स ला के दे, एक अच्छा सा पर्स दे. But if you ask a guy, what you want, brother, what you want in your relationship, he will say, भाई कुछ नहीं चाहिए, लड़की बहुत ही प्यारी है, बस वो मेरा साथ दे दे. That's what us men want. Even Atul Subhash, if you have seen the last video of Atul Subhash, he only wanted one thing, कि अभी भी मैं चाहता हूँ कि सब कुछ सही हो जाए और मेरी वाइफ सुधर जाए. At the end he said that, if you remember or not, but he said that कि अभी भी मैं चाहता हूँ कि सब कुछ सही हो जाए, मेरी वाइफ को अकल आ जाए.
Exactly.
He said that time. And this is how men behave in love. This is how men behave in love.
Chintan Johan is saying one of my girlfriend just bought iPhone 16 just because it's pink. The sad reality of this EMI culture is this only. I've also shared in my community post on my Hindi channel, Professor, like a woman who had taken multiple loans before her marriage. and now she expects her husband to pay all of those loans. And when the husband is not paying all of those loans, she's asking for some other new husband on some corporate shit posting kind of page on Facebook, that I want a new husband who can pay off my loans because my current husband is not paying off my loans. So the delusion, is... Yeah, no man. Yes, I understood, man. No problem. This is the reality.
पिंक आईफोन, लड़कियों को भी गुलाबी चीजें पसंद आने लगी है.
The only gulabi cheese I like is gulab jamun.
Would you say?
And the fact is, it is not gulabi anymore. It is kala. छोड़ो भाई, छोड़ो, ज्यादा डार्क हो जाएगा फिर. अब यहाँ पर आप देखना, this is what female solipsism is all about. I'm showing off this thing. Let's just first start. Will you gonna marry a man? All right. There are these two reels. All right. We'll be showing female solipsism. People who don't know, female solipsism is basically in the most easiest sense of things. It's self-centered ideology, or like self-centricism. So this street interviewer is going to ask one simple question to like females and then to male. One simple, very very simple question, like, will you gonna marry a man who is unsuccessful in his life or can't earn? And then just the opposite of it. So let's see.
And who is very unsuccessful in his life or can't earn?
No.
No.
Of course not. No.
Not.
No.
No, I want. I need some security, right?
No, never.
All right. No.
I don't think I'll get attracted to the person. No.
So attraction is based on your money, guys. She's also saying no.
But he wants to marry an idle person. Like, then probably not, because that's not good for him or me. So not
Him or me? No.
really. I feel like he should have some ambition.
Will you marry a woman
Now it's time for the guys to tell the truth, right?
who is very unsuccessful in her life
Will you marry a woman who is unsuccessful in her life or can't earn? See the reaction of men.
and can't earn?
I will marry her.
Sure, why not?
Yeah, I would marry her.
I can marry anyone.
भाई करेगा क्यों नहीं करेगा यार.
Will marry. Yeah. Will you gonna marry a man who is very unsuccessful in his life
Now,
or
this
can't?
is the first reel, by the way. All right. This is the first reel. Now you might say, no, this is this, this is that. Let me show you some other reel as well. Check this out. The question that is asked in this is, will you sacrifice your kidney for your partner? Men versus women. Let's see.
Would you sacrifice your one kidney for your partner if you need?
उस बंदे पे डिपेंड करेगा. अगर वो बंदा अच्छा हुआ, then sure.
No.
Search for other.
No.
But yeah, no.
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 How about you?
Absolutely not.
आपकी किडनी आपको ज्यादा प्यारी है.
प्यारी है.
Okay.
Will you sacrifice your
Like they are saying it out as like bluntly. मतलब अब तो वो भी टाइम गया where you have to pretend like and at least show some sort of empathy. Now the turn is for the guys to
one
speak.
kidney for your partner if there's a need? Yes.
Yes. If she need it, I will definitely give it.
Yes, of course, because I love her. Yes, that's what we stand up for. It is what it is, guys. It is what it is. Sorry. All your Bollywood lies, all that La La Land, Disneyland, delusional land. Sorry, guys. This is the Redpill for you. I'm in session, bhai. Go ahead.
What I've realized in this dating culture, that men date down and women always date up. We all have heard that. Okay. But there's one thing nowadays we are seeing, that men are ready to give, but women are not ready to give. They're only ready to take.
More and
Understanding this? More and more. We are ready to give for our loved ones. We are ready to sacrifice for our loved ones. But women women are loving only themselves. This self-obsession has raised so much in this social media era that women has become blinded. Women have become blinded by this self-obsession. And now they are only willing to take as much as they can from us men. You might have heard a quote: a king can marry a tramp girl and make her a queen, but you would have never heard a queen marrying a tramp.
Exactly, man.
Harsh reality.
Exactly, man. And this is what we tell guys out there. We are not just, what people think is that we are just, trying to share some really very exposing truth kind of a thing. We're just telling you the truth. We are just showing you what it is like to be a guy in 2025. This is the red pill. This is what realism is all about. This is not idealism. This is not some adarshwad. This is not some la la land. This is pure realism to the core, objective reality as they speak. Yeah, man, Session God.
Even if we talk about dating and relationship also have two sides. One, the red pill side, and the other is the blue pill side. The blue pill side is that romanticism where we are taught that men should sacrifice for women, men should wait for women, men should cry for women. लड़की रूठ गई तो मनाने जाओ, उसके पीछे भागो. Basically, men are taught to lick asses. बहुत खुला बोल रहा हूँ मैं. Men are taught to lick asses in that blue pill content, and there are hell numbers of blue pill relationship content creators out there, which are making men weak, and
making a lot of money.
Making a lot of money. And there is the other side, red pill relationship dating coaches who are telling the truth, but people are not ready to accept those harsh truth. क्यों? क्योंकि सच कड़वा होता है. Truth is bitter. People are not ready to accept it.
And I don't think like there are many of those kind of dating coaches in India. Like not even 3 or 4. Like men's session is there for like proper dating and red pill. Like there are not many of those kind of thing like people out there. Not because even the thing is in India dating coaches are like very less, and red pill dating coaches are even less than that. So it's like a minuscule amount of people who are actually doing this red pill stuff. That's the sad part of it. And then people think that these kind of advices will help them. And sadly, the amount of followers these people have made, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. These are the fuckers who are charging Indian blue pill guys 2 lakh rupees for some so-called shitty session. Like I do understand that if you have to plan a session, if you are providing services, ebooks, courses, you have to charge because there has to be some value addition. But 2 lakh rupees for some one day webinar, 2 lakh rupees. It's not justified.
There's nothing wrong
at all.
There's nothing wrong in charging money. Charge bhai, jitna lena le. There's nothing wrong in that. Take as much as you can, but in return teach something more valuable and more useful.
Exactly.
You are teaching the same shit again and again to millions of people, and making that one community weaker and weaker day by day. पैसे भी ले रहे हैं, कमजोर भी बना रहे हैं.
It's like those same like this is a very failing business model by the women's session. Like if you see, there are a lot of gaming companies. For example, Ubisoft. They used to make this Prince of Persia game back in those days.
So Persia.
So
Warrior
yeah,
Within.
Prince of Persia was Warrior Within, Sands of Time, Forgotten Sands. So
What else?
like Two Thrones, if I'm not wrong. Yeah. So what they did was UBI Soft, instead of actually making games for their real audience or their real like gamers who were conservative religious men who used to play those kind of games, they started investing. They started pumping in the woke ideology. They started firing their game developers who were religious, who were conservative, and started accepting woke women in their game development teams. As a result, Prince of Persia series was cut down by the same studio, UBI Soft, and like suddenly their profits also started going down because they never cared about their true audiences, who were the conservative conservative men across the entire globe. I still remember back in 2010 and 2011, like it was a fad. Games like GTA Vice City and Prince of Persia, they were like the games that you have to play if you are a guy. And slowly and steadily, Ubisoft is now losing the margin, and now they have again started this one new some like 2D kind of a shitty game by the same name of Prince of Persia again, just to get back that audience, but that audience is not coming back. So in that same sense, all these dating coaches, they make the life hell for those kind of men by giving blue pill advices, and as a result those men will become red pill and they will never ever go back to those blue pill idols. It's like blue pill idealism to the finest. That's the thing, and I think Man Session Bhai is doing a really great job in teaching the red pill dating content for Indian guys, because in Indian context I don't think there is any other person who is doing so. Like maybe like 2 or 3 other guys might be doing so, but I'm not sure. But I'm pretty sure about Man Session and his content. So you can go and check it out, the content out. Man Session, brother, can you please tell our audience what is the time of the lives or the video that you upload, like proper timing and all?
From last few days, I was trying to find that sweet spot timing in which in that time I can take my life comfortably. So I have figured it out, and it's
all right.
Tuesday and Thursday, 7:30 in the evening.
Oh, great!
Every Tuesday,
great,
Thursday, 7:30 in the evening. The live streaming is fixed on my channel, Main Session, and the show's name is Main Sessions by Main Session.
Ah, nice, man, nice. I think you also did live today, right?
Yeah,
if I'm not wrong.
Today. Ashish was there in our live. Ashish was there, and one more guy was there. His name was, I can't remember his name. Fuck, man.
No problem, no
Ashish
problem.
was there, but
shout out to Ashish. Guys, by the way, like this video and subscribe this channel, and this is the buy me a coffee link for the Professor profile for exclusive content, English and Hindi both, for the codes that I write to present you the data or the Excel sheet that is going to come for the Valentine's week, where I will be telling you the return on investment for actually celebrating Valentine's week. Every other of those documents would be shared on this page on my buy my coffee link, so you can also become a member. Just click on that link, and even if you don't want to become a member, if you just want to have a look at it, you want to support the channel, you can just click on that link. There will be a prompt saying the support the channel. You can just use any other services, maybe it could be Paytm, PhonePe or whatnot. And if you cannot, it's completely fine, but please like the video and subscribe the channel. We need your support. Brofessor Talks, I don't know what is the number of subscribers, but by the next live, if 100 people are there in the subscriber list, it would be real great. We have still 92 subscribers, 8 to go to complete that 100 subscriber target. So please support us, guys. Ashish is saying Valentine week is equals to chemist Diwali. Yes, exactly. There was this data also that also said that in Gujarat the number of condom sales for Indian festivals increase a lot. I'm not sure what was the name of that festival because of some religious reasons, but there was some festival in which in Gujarat the condom sales skyrocketed so high, so bad and so high that companies made profit worth of 1 quarter in like 1 month. That's a sad reality. Like,
Even during Christmas and New Year, the sales rises a lot. Even during Christmas and New Year.
New me, new they all yeah, the famous Gujarati festival. Yes, Ashish bhai, yes. Nah, bro. Daljit Paji. Valentine's is not only for immature teenagers because there are a lot of immature man childs still celebrating that shit in their 20s and in their 30s. They're still those kind of motherfuckers.
भाई मनाना है अगर असली इंडियन हो ठीक है. If you are a real Indian, okay, if you are real Indian, it's Black Day for you on 14th Feb. It's Black Day for you if you are a real Indian. Otherwise, you are not a real Indian. I consider it as a Black Day.
I think I've seen this thing. Like there was this meme.
Pulwama attack. Pulwama attack.
I'm Indian. We abuse in Indian. We abuse in Hindi. Chal nikal mother chode. If somebody has seen that, shoot out at Vadala. I think shoot out at Vadala. उसमें एक सीन होता है where John Abraham and his fellow criminals are sitting like gang members, gang bangers, and there is some other dude who is saying who is using profanity in English. So उसमें उसका एक दोस्त होता है वो बोलता है कि वी इंडियंस वी अब्यूज इन इंडियन देन निकल मदर चोद. तो वो मुझे याद आ गया कि भाई मत करना इसको सेलिब्रेट, ठीक है, बट करना तो करो. कौन किसको रोक सकता है भाई? I always say on my channel, nobody can stop somebody.
Even in West Bengal, it's Saraswati Puja. Saraswati Puja passed right a few days ago. Okay, but celebrate Valentine's Day. Saraswati Puja is considered as Bengali Valentine's Day by these Gen Zs. I don't know what.
Gendis. I would like to say Gendis. Yes. Rose Day, Propose Day, Flash Day, Teddy Day, Chocolate Day, Love Day, War Day, all day. लड़कों का पैसा बर्बाद है. Actually, I'm going to make this like a proper financial model वाला जो Excel sheet होता है. I've already planned like 3-4 videos for that week, especially. So
subscriber texted me on Instagram and asked that, "Bhai, give me some ideas about Rose Day, Propose Day, and make some different videos regarding each." He requested me as being a dating coach. मैं उसको एक ही गाली दिया, वही जो 2 मिनट पहले आपने दिया था.
चंद्रशेखर सिंह 14 को bro. Ashish is saying ये गेंडो जनरेशन है. You know, every day is a money day. तो भाई अपने लिए तो मनी डे है. मनी डे करो भाई, पैसा कमाओ. मनी डे होगा तो रोज भी आ जाएगा, प्रपोज भी आ जाएगा, फ्लावर्स भी आ जाएगा, टेडी भी आ जाएगा, सब आ जाएगा.
मनी रहेगा तो तुम उसको रोज दोगे और वो तुम्हें रोज देगी, ठीक है. मनी रहेगा
रोज समझ जाओ कौन सा वाला रोज. हाँ,
वो तुम्हें रोज
एक्चुअली समझने वाले समझ जाएंगे. मेरा चल नहीं रहा क्या डोंडो मार्को?
But the fun part is that the Hindi live stream is more funny because we can openly say anything in that. Even with double meaning consideration.
I think we can do like I had this like idea in my mind, especially for the core members of this channel, like of Professor channel. This is the English channel. We can do some members only live, where only members are allowed. Wouldn't that be amazing? All right.
Really great idea.
I think we can do that. We can do that on the Professor channel. So you can go there and for like on the left hand side of the subscribe button, there is a join button. Become a Behen Zone member. Like the first membership on the Professor channel is by the name Behen Zone Starter Pack. So just become a member. It's like 60, 70 or 80 rupees something a month. And like I'll be doing that members only live. Because there are a lot of restrictions when when you have to do like public lives on Saturdays and Sundays.
Filtered content, unfiltered content
Yeah.
for the members.
Unfiltered, yes. Only for the members only. And then once that is done, it would be private. So yeah, I'm planning if more people join, like if they become members, it would be great because a lot of members here and there, they like not members but people from like haters and stuff like that, they just get into the live stream and they fuck up. So that's the sad part.
They
But
tried
no
to figure the
problem.
panelists.
Yeah.
And the fun
And they
part is,
are
and
they
the
are.
fun part is that
Mhm.
they get successful in that. The fun part is
Yes,
that.
yes, exactly. And they know, what is that one word or one line that, okay, this panelist would be triggered by this word, and this one by this word, and this one by this one. And they're actually very, very
This is called
manipulative and strategic in that sense.
this is called loyal haters. Loyal haters.
Yeah. I do have a number of loyal haters. Like there are like a bunch of people who comment on every fucking video of mine. And all I have is like love for them. Like they hate me, but I don't hate them because yeah, love is in the air. Exactly. Another meaningless day of February week is Promise Day. Promise Day. Like I won't wonder if they come up with some alimony day or some maintenance day or some divorce day in the coming future. Because this generation is Kendu generation. Membership is worth it. Thank you,
आधे
Ashish
से
bhai.
ज्यादा
Thank you.
लॉन्डे इसलिए जल्दी मर रहे हैं आधे से ज्यादा लॉन्डे इसलिए जल्दी मर रहे हैं क्योंकि उनकी गर्लफ्रेंड्स झूठी कस्में खा ले रही हैं उनके नाम की बाबू तुम्हारी कसम वो तो
Betrayal.
सिर्फ दोस्त है ना
Exactly.
Baby, I swear on you. Baby, I swear on you. He's just my friend.
And the sad part is these blue pill people, like these guys who off themselves. They are so blue pill that it's basically like, how do I tell this? It's like, see, there are two scenarios, right? First is one day prior, I'm telling that I will slap very hard on your right cheek. Right? I've told that one day prior. Let's just say on Monday 9 p.m. I will slap you hard on your right cheek. And I'm consistently telling that every consecutive hour. That I will, in the morning I'm telling you that at night I will slap you. In the afternoon I'm telling you that I will slap you. In the evening I'm telling you I will slap you. And finally, at night I slap you. So you would have made your mind and your body so, like powerful that just to have that impact of the slap. This is what Redpill does to a guy, especially in such kind of context. The blue pill people are the ones who are never told that they will be slapped. They are the ones who don't even know, and out of like they get sucker punched right in their faces. And when that happens, they actually have no idea where it came from and what happened. So just imagine like the mindset in both of these conditions. there is no such thing as impact resistance, or like maybe like some mechanism to bear that impact. That is what red pill separates the blue pill from.
And even there are some men that even if they are getting signals, they are getting those notifications that they are going to get
Yeah.
stabbed, yet they are
Slapped.
ignoring it. They are
Yes.
getting that notification, but they are swiping it away.
Yeah, well,
When
yeah,
they are
like
getting slapped, and when they are getting slapped, then they come running to us, running to भाई आप तो डेटिंग कोच हो ना, कुछ हेल्प कर दो भाई, तूने ऑलरेडी अपनी लंका लगा चुकी है, you have already messed up everything, and now you are running to me, bro, help me.
And the sad part is I've also seen these kind of people who ask for help, and they will again go into their blue pill route, and then they will again come back.
Yes.
It's like, all right, if but I don't entertain those kind of people, and that's the sad part, because they are the same people when you tell them red pill advice and then they don't follow that, they will develop hate and then they will shit on you. So it's sad. Chat Hindu Brahmin is saying, Professor भाई last video जो Chinese leftover women पे थी, उसमें एक बंदा कह रहा था कि इंडिया में भी 10 करोड़ leftover women हैं, बस मीडिया दिखाती नहीं. Why would media show that when the media is also getting sponsored and getting money from the elites who actually want depopulation? So why would they want to tell that? Blackpill is saying, bro, 1-to-1 call session bhi rakha karo @Brofessor. They are already there, man. Let me just share the link once again. This is my buy my coffee link. Just go on this link, and across memberships and support, there is also one option of shopping. In that shopping wala option, just click on that, and then there is this option of one-on-one sessions. So you can book your there as well. Red pill is hard to swallow, but yeah, exactly. Alpha is saying, after watching these Gen Z girls, I will hack Max. Personal choice. Personal choice. Personal choice. All right, guys. I think we are almost 2 hours 14 minutes in the live. Thank you for being so supportive. Please like this video and subscribe to this channel, guys, and please comment by #Brofessor any of your doubts, any of your queries on this video, under this video in the comment section. And this live that I'm doing right now, Brofessor Talks English live, it happens every Wednesday night, 9 p.m. All right, I know that I did it on Thursday, but it was due to some technical glitch. Let me reiterate the lives and the schedule. So on Friday we do game like Professor Gaming Live on Professor's Batcave. On Saturday we do self-improvement Saturdays live with men's session for self-improvement on Professor channel, the main channel. On Sunday we do the weekend night live covering all the Manosphere news and highlights across different panelists, from advocates to relationship coaches and self-improvement coaches as well. On Monday I do Money Mondays for the Red Pill Finances, where I tell you how to make money, how to grow your money from a Red Pill lens. And on Wednesday we do this Brofessor Talks English live at 9 p.m. All these lives that I do on my channel or across other channels of Brofessor, they all take place at around 9 p.m. So stay tuned. Most of the time I generally post community posts just to notify you guys ahead, and you can also join the Discord server. The link is all in the description box below. And Mensation Bhai is also conducting his own live on his own channel for dating, relationship and self-improvement on Tuesdays and Thursdays, 7:30 in the evening, 7:30 p.m. IST, Indian Standard Time. All my shows are also on 9 p.m. IST across the entire week or weekends. Thank you Chintan Bhai, thank you Blackpill, thank you Al Fahim, Noman, Ashish, Diljit, Chandrabhai, Pandebhai, Sagar, and all the people who have joined us. Unknown, Anthony Costa. Like and share and subscribe, guys. And thank you for your love and your support.
Dom DeMarco.